Hello guys, welcome to the 30th video of the DBMS question series. Today we are talking the part 3 of the question 11. So in previous videos we have discussed about the question 11 part 1 and part 2. So this is the part 3 of the question 11. So here is our question. The store owner says that the details of all the products sold in the store need to be stored in the computer software. To do this, create a table called product to store product details. Follow the instructions below to create a table. Okay, in previous videos, we have created a database called NextMobileDB and we have created 3 tables in that ER diagram. So today, we have to create another table as product in that ER diagram. If you haven't watched any videos about this question, go to my channel and check the videos, then you will get an idea about the question. So here they have given some details here. As you can see, there are 3 columns and the product ID is the primary key and it is auto increment and the data type is int. So let's create this product table. Okay. In my ER diagram workspace, I am going to click this place a new table icon here and click in the workspace. Then I am going to change the table name to product. Then my first column will be product ID and the data type will be integer and it will be an auto increment. You can't tick this auto increment box if the data type is not integer. You can only click the auto increment icon box if only the data type is integer. So our next columns will be product code and product name. So our next column is product code and it will be varchar and 45 in length. Then the next column will be product name. As same as the product code, the data type will be varchar and length will be 45. Okay, now I have created the product table here. As you can see, now there are about 4 tables in my ER diagram. So our second question is, the owner of the shop says that he wants to enter the information of all the bills paid by the suppliers into the computer software. To do this, create a table named GRN. Follow the instructions given when creating. Okay, now we have to store the details of the bills provided by the suppliers to the computer software. Therefore, we need to create another table as GRN. So therefore, they have given some details to create the table. So let's create the table. In here, there are about 5 columns in here. So again, I am going to my workbench and select this icon and click in here. Then I am going to change the table name to GRN and my first column will be GRN underscore ID and it will be auto increment. Okay. My next column is date. In the date column, I am going to change the data type to date because it is a date. Therefore, we have to change the data type to date. Here you can select the data type. Okay. Now I am going to change the column name to quantity, and here my data type will be integer because quantity can be a whole number. It cannot be a decimal or word. Therefore, I am going to select integer here. Okay, our next columns are unit price and total amount. In here, unit price data type will be double because we are using a price here. We are using double data type to represent a unit price because we are using decimals in the unit price, and our last column will be total. In here also our data type will be double. you can't you can put varchar data type here, but the ideal data type is double when inserting a price to your database. Okay, now we have created this GRN table. Okay, now our third question is, this software should be able to retrieve the number of items received from suppliers, and the number of items provided by the supplier should not change when selling the product. Your team suggests creating a separate stock table for the issue. Follow the instructions below to create a stock table. Okay, now we have created a stock table to store the stocks which we have in our store. So therefore we have to create another table as stock here, and there are about 3 columns in this stock table. Okay, now I am going to create the stock table as same as the previous tables. I am going to name the table as stock here. Then I am going to insert my first column, stock ID, and I am going to tick auto increment and data type will be integer. Then our next column will be quantity and selling price. In here, quantity should be integer, as I have mentioned earlier. When representing quantity, we have to use integer data type. Then our next column will be selling price. And here it is a price, therefore we have to change the data type to double here. Okay, now we have completed creating the 3 tables. Therefore altogether there are about 6 tables in here. So we have completed the question set 13, which is the third part of the question set 11. So this is the end of my video. If you haven't watched any previous videos, go to my channel and watch the videos and get an idea about the questions I have discussed in earlier. So hope to see you again. Bye.